Carla Connor of Coronation Street has been coping remarkably well, especially after discovering that her fiancé's spouse has shockingly returned from the grave. The savvy entrepreneur even persuaded Lisa Swain to give Becky a chance to speak, though she's secretly worried they might rekindle their bond. Yet, as the ex-partners begin to grow closer in the coming week, Carla's patience is tested to breaking point, forcing her to finally draw a firm line. Could this new obstacle put her romance in jeopardy? In episodes set to air on Friday, October 3rd, Betsy Swain reveals that she has arranged a lunch with her mother, Becky. Feeling uneasy, Carla forces a polite grin in an attempt to keep harmony. During the meal, Becky reaches over to take food from Lisa's plate. The forward gesture irritates Carla, who wastes no time in confronting her. When questioned, Becky claims she simply longs for a sense of normal life after years spent in hiding. Carla, however, argues that Becky is clearly aiming to reclaim the family she left behind. Frightened that Lisa may slip away from her, Carla accuses them both of being unrealistic and storms off in anger. Not long after, she turns up unexpectedly at the police station and confides to Kit Green that she doubts Becky's tale. Carla admits she suspects there's far more behind Becky's disappearance than she has revealed to Lisa. But will Kit share her doubts? Although Carla has complete faith in Lisa, her feelings toward Becky are far less trusting. A Corrie source explains her biggest fear is that Becky is stirring up trouble and she's determined to shut it down before things spiral. Kit has been a source of chaos for Lisa before, but might he be the very person Carla needs to uncover the truth behind Becky's return? Carl and Abby finally exposed in Coronation Street as she is thrown out of Kevin's world. Tension explodes in the upcoming episodes of the ITV soap as Abby Webster's marriage to Kevin Webster begins to crumble completely, with Kevin's sister Debbie stepping in and firmly ordering Abby to leave her brother's life for good. For several weeks, Abby and Carl Webster have secretly indulged in a forbidden relationship, one that began after a fiery spark between them was reignited during a heated encounter in Freshco's car park following a minor traffic accident. At first, Abby desperately attempted to remain loyal to Kevin, not only out of love but also because he was battling cancer and she wanted to be the strong partner by his side. Yet her loyalty shattered when she discovered that Kevin had deceived her, pretending he still required treatment when in truth, he had been given the all clear. Feeling betrayed and unloved, Abby drifted straight into Carl's arms, where their affair deepened inside the garage. Since then, the two lovers have been sneaking around, meeting in Carl's room at the Chariot Square Hotel, as well as spending intimate moments at number 13 whenever Kevin was away from home. Their secret, however, didn't remain hidden for long. Tracy Barlow stumbled upon the affair and immediately began blackmailing the pair, threatening to reveal everything unless she got her way. Although Abby and Carl managed to survive Tracy's schemes, Abby finds herself facing a painful choice in the episodes ahead. Kevin, overjoyed after being told by his doctors that his cancer has not returned, begins dreaming of a peaceful future, talking about retirement, quiet evenings, and growing old together with his wife. But instead of sharing his happiness, Abby is filled with dread. She eventually tells Kevin that their marriage is over, though she holds back the truth about the real reason, her ongoing relationship with his own brother. For Kevin's sake, Abby pretends everything is normal for a while, even keeping up appearances as though they are one big happy family with Kevin and his son Jack. But privately, she confides to Carl that she's filled with anxiety about her upcoming birthday celebration with her husband, knowing she will have to keep lying. Meanwhile, Debbie Webster's sharp instincts kick in. She notices Abby carrying a hotel room key. Abby quickly fabricates a story, claiming it was from an old booking she forgot to return. But Debbie isn't convinced. She points out that she doesn't recall Abby ever staying at her hotel. At this crucial moment, Carl intervenes and, in a manipulative twist, tells Debbie that her memory must be failing because of her dementia. Even Abby is shocked by the cruelty of his remark, although she stays silent to avoid being exposed. But the web of lies doesn't last long. When Debbie later reviews the hotel's CCTV due to a theft investigation, she is stunned to find footage of Abby walking straight towards Carl's room. Outraged, Debbie storms over to room 101 to confront her brother directly. The revelation leaves Debbie furious, both at Carl's betrayal and Abby's dishonesty, and she vows to put an end to the deceit once and for all. She corners Abby and delivers a harsh ultimatum. Either pack her bags and walk away from Kevin immediately, or she will expose the entire affair and shatter Kevin's world. Coronation Street viewers claim they've figured out the truth about Noah's death and who's responsible. Some Coronation Street fans are convinced that Noah didn't really pass away from a heart attack, but that a fellow character might have ended his life following a heated clash with Theo Silverton. On Monday's episode, audiences learned that Noah had died, yet many are doubting the official explanation given. Several believe a murder storyline has now kicked off after Noah was discovered lifeless at home by his partner Danielle Silverton. Danielle had earlier confronted her former husband Theo Silverton, telling him Noah had supposedly suffered a fatal heart attack. But soap watchers remain skeptical, arguing that someone else is behind his sudden death. Because Noah died off-screen and so soon after a tense encounter with Theo and Theo's boyfriend Todd Grimshaw, many suspect one of them may have caused his demise, or at the very least, triggered the medical event. Theo's distressed reaction to the shocking news has left fans uneasy, especially considering his troubled history with Noah. Attention has also turned to Todd, whose behavior following the revelation has raised eyebrows, with some now suspecting either he or Theo had a role in Noah's downfall. The devastating news saw Danielle breaking down in tears as she revealed the tragedy to Theo just hours after their bitter courtroom fight. Earlier this year, it was revealed Noah had been involved in subjecting Theo to conversion therapy during his youth. Confronting Noah again in recent weeks, particularly while navigating his relationship with Todd Grimshaw, sent Theo into turmoil. Noah kept targeting him, teaming up with Danielle after her marriage to Theo collapsed, and even using images of Theo's children to push his church's agenda. In Monday's installment, a furious Noah was shown trying to derail Theo's custody battle for his kids. When his scheming failed, despite deliberately antagonizing Todd, he later hunted the couple down and hurled homophobic abuse in an attempt to provoke them. Theo refused to rise to the bait and told him to leave. Moments later, however, Danielle walked into the restaurant where Theo and Todd were sitting and broke the shocking news that Noah was dead. Now theories are flying online. One viewer posted on X, "Noah's gone, this doesn't add up. Theo and Todd have a strong alibi, something's fishy." Another commented, "I don't buy the heart attack story at all. Theo killed him outright." A third speculated, "No way it was natural. With Theo's temper, he probably attacked Noah and it led to his death." Someone else wrote, "This heart attack plot feels random. Could there be more behind it?" Another fan went further, suggesting Todd's acting strangely since Noah's death. Did he slip him something to cause it? Coronation Street continues on ITV1 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. and is also available on ITVX and YouTube.